way easier to deal with it when their body size is small, the problem size is small, rather than when their body size is big and the problem size is really big. That's a tragic thing. So let's talk about what we can do to address this when they're really little. And I'd say the first thing is learn the uh-oh song. Learn the uh-oh song well and use it every single time the kid acts aggressively. And what's the uh-oh song? Oh, it's just a way of taking good care of ourselves while sending a strong but loving message that aggressive behavior, it doesn't pay in this home. Doesn't work out so well for you. Lots of better ways to meet your needs and communicate than striking out. And so the little kid hits me or bites me or slaps me or does something like this, or maybe they haul off and do it unprovoked to one of their siblings, or it's the pet. You know, it could be. This is how it sounds. Uh-oh. Oh, condition yourself to say that. Or say to yourself, when I get angry, I'm going to sing uh-oh. When I'm upset, I'm going to sing uh-oh. You just repeat that in your head. Oh, maybe when you're going to sleep at night, right before you fall asleep. Oh, when I get upset with my child, I'm going to sing uh-oh. Just for little kids, just for one small enough to carry. And so just perform this act of violence. Here we go. Uh-oh. Look how calm I am. Of course, it's easy when I'm just talking about this in front of a camera, but the calmer I can be when the real heat is on, the less likely that behavior is going to get locked in, that aggressive behavior is going to get locked in. There's nothing that locks in a behavior, rewards a behavior, cements a behavior in place better than some frustration and anger on my part. Kids, little kids, oh, do they love that? They get revved up by it, don't they? So I want to be as calm as possible, or at least fake it real good. Uh-oh, off to the bedroom safe, or off into the stroller, nice safe seatbelt on, or up into the high chair, again, nice safe seatbelt, child is safe at all times, or maybe I'm in public, uh-oh, right in the stroller, or uh-oh, in the playpen, and the child gets to come out when they are calm, plus about a minute or two for every year of their age. And this is not designed to be a punishment. It's not designed to make the kid feel bad. It might, but it's not designed to do that. It's designed to send the message that you get to be around me. You get to be around other people when you're acting nice. When you're communicating with your words, or with at least a little kid with some gestures that are not violent, rather than communicating by hitting. Okay, so we want to get that locked in real good. Let's review it. Uh-oh. No reminders, no lectures, no second chances, just uh-oh. Looks like a little bedroom time. Off to the bedroom. When do they come out? When they're acting calm. I may need to hold the door, find some other safe way to make sure the child stays in there. My lips are shut. Remember, loose lips sink ships. Another way to think about it is, when in doubt, leave the words out. Oh, I want to save the words for happy times, when we're playing, when things are going well. The words shut down when things are going poorly, and that's important. I have to say, the more words we use, the less effective this will become. And so I've known parents who did everything right. They talked too much, ruined it. So hey, remember, very, very few words. When they come out, a big hug. No lectures about anything, no discussion, just move right back into the daily routine. So I want to get real good at the uh-oh song. Also want to get real good at stopping activities I'm doing with them as soon as they get aggressive. In fact, if I have an aggressive kid, a little kid, and I know that it's pretty predictable, I'm going to set up a play date with my best friend. and I'm going to say, okay, I'm gonna be, old people use the phone like this, you know. Young people, it's like this. So, okay, I'm going to be young. All right, so I'm on my cell phone. I'm talking to my friend. Hey, I'm going to do a little training session. So will you meet me at the park with your daughter? And as soon as Zachary, that's my kid, Zachary starts to get kind of aggressive or acts like he's going to be, I'm just going to say, "Aw," and then we're going to leave, and real quick, so don't be offended. And by the way, I'll do the same for you. So your friend knows this might happen. You, of course, know that this might happen. Your child doesn't know. You just want to keep it a secret, see? Because these type of little mild consequences are always more powerful when they come as a bit of a surprise, like real world consequences often do, right? I mean, usually the police officer is not following behind me with a bullhorn saying, if you keep driving so fast, I'm going to give you a ticket. No, they just pull you over, and most of the time, they give you a ticket. Why do they do it? I mean, really, do most of them do it because they have some personal problem with you? And this is an important piece here. Or do they do it because they're concerned about your safety? Yeah, that's the attitude we ought to have with our kids and consequences. Concerned about your safety, concerned about your life. They engaged in too much screen time. Wow. Even if it's not violent stuff. I mean, screen time is so overstimulating for little kids. It just messes with their little neurons. And so I'm going to say that little kids should have almost no screen time. You're going to notice this as a parent. If you don't, you're in the you're the exception, right? But most parents, especially little kids, will notice that the more time they sit in front of a screen, even if it's a positive type of video game, a learning activity, or a positive video, the more time they're in front of that screen, the more aggressive and sometimes quite problematic behavior they display. Now, so I'm going down the list here, and we've gone into screen time, we have gone into being tired. Now here's something else you might want to consider. Have you taught them how to communicate what they really want? Yeah, it just seems like as human beings, the default is to get aggressive when you want something. And it's not until we are older and have learned a lot of other skills that we start communicating a little more peacefully. And so sometimes it's helpful to practice with the kid when things are going well. How do you ask for what you want? So when you're hungry, how do you ask for something? And I've even known parents to teach their kids sign language. There's some great programs for doing that out there, and that can cut down quite a bit on some of this aggressive behavior. There has to be a balance. That's what Love and Logic is all about. Being powerful in the kids' eyes and doing it in a very warm and loving way. For example, we know that kids need limits. And a simple trick of setting effective ones involves describing what you're going to do rather than trying to tell the kid what to do. So I might say to my young child, feel free to keep the toys that you pick up. And if they don't pick up their toys, I might have to keep them myself, at least for a period of time. Or with my teenager, I might, instead of saying, you have to drive safely and giving a big lecture, I might try something like, well, you're more than welcome to drive the car as long as you've made a deposit equal to the insurance deductible into my account. See, don't make driving free, by the way. Teenagers do not fear death, but they do fear financial loss. So that's the limits part of it. Now, the other end of this has to do with how do we do this without losing their love? And that comes down to empathy. Remember that word? When you hear Love and Logic, you think empathy. See, when the kid, I've had to pick up their toys, and now they're asking, where are my toys? I gotta show them my love. Oh, buddy, I love you. Oh, did you pick those up? Well, I don't know. Oh, buddy, and remember the toys that you pick up, you get to keep. Well, when do I get it back? Well, if you'd like some ideas about how you can earn those back, I'd be more than happy to help you. And do you see that I'm being loving while at the same time providing discipline so that I can have a child who grows to be happy and responsible at the same time?